Welcome back. Now, the Italian region of Sardinia is pushing for a referendum, but it's not just about secession. A group of activists is in fact asking Rome to sell the island to Switzerland. A co-founder of the movement, Andrea Caruso, explained why locals are fed up with the central government.
We don't trust the Italian political and administrative system anymore that has proved to be ineffective into solving the problems of the country. We think beyond any reasonable doubt. Of course, we're not blaming single politicians, but the system itself.
The rise of separatism in Sardinia and elsewhere in the EU has been gathering pace. However, if we look back to the 1990s, top figures had been vigorously campaigning for more centralisation, promising greater power and wealth for the continent. Standing up to the US was one argument that was used. But since the euro was introduced, regions that proved to be more successful than others have seen the downside of fiscal unity. The number of provinces seeking to go it alone has been increasing steadily, as demonstrated by this map. Now, hotbeds of separatism have been flaring up in at least 4 nations of Western Europe. In Italy, it's not just Sardinia. In the Venice region, 89% have already voted for independence. Belgium faces the possible loss of Flanders. Then there's the UK, whose government is campaigning to keep Scotland, with a referendum looming in September. And then in Spain, long-running independence movements in Catalonia and the Basque Country are stronger than ever. Let's hear again from Mr. Caruso and why he thinks the idea of a united Europe has lost its appeal for many.
Everyone in Europe was thrilled when the European Union started. It felt very good belonging to Europe as a whole. It was a very exciting historical moment and a big achievement, but those feelings have changed for many. Something went wrong, and there are deep discrepancies between countries that belong to Europe that make lots of people unhappy nowadays. Sardinia has always had a strong attitude towards independence, and we think we could let that attitude express itself with the final goal of reconstructing from scratch a new political and administrative system. We are nowadays developing the feeling that it's about time we belong to ourselves.
I'm Donati.com.